Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Stage Racer, episode number 86. We're at the Vuelta a San Juan International. It's stage 2 of 7. It's a punchy little climb at the end. Stage 1 was just a little sprint stage, so we're going to go straight to those final kilometers and see if we can pull into the lead or at least thereabouts. What a difference it is to actually have a stacked team now. Even though I'm supposed to have full team control, Bernal and Sivakov are not under my control for whatever reason. So I'm going to have to make use of what I have, which means we're going to go with Kwiatkowski and then Landa and then... Yeah, that's based on energy, stamina, and hill rating. Okay, and then Ian Stannard. Stannard spent most of the race here at the front, almost the entire race actually doing relay. He's probably done 2/5 of all the work at the front for the entire peloton, and it was 50 kilometers ago that we caught the breakaway. Poor Daryl Impey had a puncture and got left behind, but because of the pace and then the relentlessness of that pace, not that it's been crazy fast, but certainly too fast for one rider to come back, so he's in danger of elimination today, potentially anyway. 9.5 minutes is not that big of a gap, but it'll depend on what happens in the next little bit. But let's see if Stannard can pull out at a 90. Yes, he can pull right up to the front. And there's Landa and Kwiatkowski, and there I am. All right, cool. 13 kilometers to go on this stage. It's gentle at first, but then it's going to really pick up. It does ease off a little bit towards the finish again. 10K to go banner. And we are starting to go uphill. It's 2.4 now. So it just kind of gradually picks up here. 8K to go. 7K to go. That's where we started. We set out from there. Okay, red bar gone, and Stannard's got a little bit of yellow left, but let's go 99, Stannard, because we're already seeing an acceleration here. So that means you're done. And we're going to go on to Landa. Come on, Landa. His hill rating is only a 75, so... $4K to go. Go ahead and take us to the outside if you can. Kwiatkowski. Don't lose him. And I definitely need to get through this. Come on. There you go. 3.6K. And there's the work done. We are already pulling away from everyone else. Landa's going to lose a little bit of tempo here. So that means you're going to now go 99 because it's still 2.9K to go. Red bar gone. That's why I'm pushing him to that 99. 2.3K to go. Okay. Now he's starting to drop off. So, Kwiatkowski, it's your turn. I want you to go 97, and I should have used that a while ago. Come on, Kwiatkowski. You cut across the road and cut me off. 1.4, go 99. I'm still in a good spot here. All right, 1.2, a little further. There we go, 1K to go. 900 meters, 700 meters. I hate how it always does that. Landa drops from the group, but it shifts every time, right as I click sprint. And then we go an extra 25 meters and don't make it there. Get the victory. Bookman is second. Franco, Thomas, Yates, Ciccone. There's Sivakov in 7th. So apparently he was getting let out by Bernal. Interesting. Bernal took 11th. Kwiatkowski took 15th. There are actually significant gaps there, but no significant space, but not big gaps. So we'll see if there are time splits of some kind to separate the GC a bit. Stage win is nice and all, but the GC is what we're really after in this race. Because, you know, why not? Oh, there's Impy.
Here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
It was still green. No time gaps until after 24th, 55 seconds. Guaranteed he's like 2 seconds behind Harada. Harada was 53 seconds behind, maybe 52, but no gaps until that point. That's a lot of riders still in some sort of GC contention. Sagan won the first stage, so he and I are on the same time. It's worth 15 points. I think I'm going to gain points a lot faster this season, so we will definitely level up at some point. Gain a few more attribute points. Bernal's our sprinter, apparently. Nice. Alright, stage 4, very much like stage 2. Only steeper. I'll see you at the sprint point. 17k to go, and we are going right through the sprint point. With this team, we should be able to go out and absolutely dominate this final climb, demolish the field, and win easily. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Bernal and Sivakov continue to ride on their own, even though every time it says, I'm team leader and everybody else is a teammate. Every stage we've gone into says that. But that's not been the case. Sivakov and Bernal riding together, I think, for Bernal. And it's taken away 2 incredibly good riders from my arsenal, especially in a race that only has a 6-man team. So then I'm left with only 3 support riders, and Ian Stannard spends the whole race leading the peloton, so then I really only have 2 support riders going into the climb, which, hey, I'll take Kwiatkowski and Landa any day over what we had the previous couple of seasons. But it still makes it more of we have to drag defensively, ride defensively instead of aggressively, control and dominate the field. I have to conserve those guys a little bit, and to do that, Kwiatkowski, you're going to go ahead and get up here. Stannard, where are you? I want you to get back here as well. Come on. There you go. Breakaway has been caught a while ago. 94 riders here in the peloton. And we approach the climb. We've got 15k to go in the stage. My guys are getting into position, which is good. Just about to the base here. You can see that 10k banner will be going uphill just shortly before that. Alright, here's what we're going to do. It's time to set this up. I'm going to follow Landa today. I'm just going to follow Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski on a major negative, which sucks. Sucks to be him. Stannard, yeah, he's your workhorse domestique. So we'll go use him up. He's going to pick up the tempo. For him, that's not a big tempo. Or, well, no. For him, it's a big tempo. For everybody else, it's not a very big tempo, but it's still going to put a little bit of hurting into the field. Alright, we're into the climb. We're into the second steepest section here in just a moment. It'll kind of ease off. It looks like we have 3 phases. The third phase is definitely the toughest. This, though, is the second toughest, and we're getting our first attack from Ciccone. So Stannard Yep.
The riders
Up
are
that
breaking
tempo.
the makeup portion with percentages above 10%.
There you go. And now it's Kwiatkowski's turn. 8.8k. He can easily catch him without going too fast. So just nice and easy. Reel him back in. Okay, a little faster. Bow. Another attack. We're into the second phase.
Those guys
7K to go.
making too many friends today.
$6K. Gap's holding steady, but those guys have got to be wearing out.
5
Okay,
kilometers to the finish
red
line.
bar is gone, so go 99. Down to 16 seconds, so we are pulling them back. 4.5K to go. Remember, that last phase is very steep. Kwiatkowski riding his heart out. Great ride here from Kwiatkowski. I'll switch to Landa here in just a moment. Still going strong. Okay. Let's do this. It's your turn, Kwiatkowski, if you can. Latch onto the back as best you can. We'll go at 92. It's 3K to go. But remember, the end is quite steep. Now, Kwiatkowski did lose a little bit of time there. He lost about 12 seconds heading in. Let's use our gel. But look how quickly we're able to pull that back. 20 seconds. Okay, speed it up, Landa.
This climb is
1K to go.
many riders. The percentages are very high.
And we ride out. We move right to the front. 600 meters. Sprint.
The sprint is on. The riders
Solo.
themselves up.
Victory. 2 for 2 in chances. And we get a bit of a gap today.
The race is run.
30 seconds. 40 seconds. Sivakov takes second. Nice. Bernal fourth. Landa's 10th. Still had a little bit of energy left. But again, we timed that just right and open up quite the gap over the rest of the field. And we even get a team-wide 4 guys in the top 10 and a 1-2 finish.
Key moments.
But that's the difference between last year and this year. I have riders who can get me to the top without having to waste my own energy. And then it's just leaves the field ripe for the picking at that point. 50-second lead over Alberto Franco, who rides for Team Sunweb. 24-year-old regen puncher. New gen, anyway. 76 mountain rating, 74 hill rating. Not high on the stamina and resistance. If we had real climbs, he wouldn't be much of a contender. But looking at his ratings, right? 76 mountain, 76 time trial, 74 recovery. He might be classified as a puncher now. But he looks like he's shaping up to be a GC light rider. Meaning, you know, a race like this, he can compete. Sivakov and Bernal, by the way, are 3rd and 4th. $21 points. And a second win. In 2 tries. 3 stages left to go here in the race. Turn of the month. And look how close we already are to leveling up. coming fast and furious. It's only the 1st of February, and we've almost turned an entire level in 1 month. Hello, time trial, 17.4 kilometers. Welcome to the big time, boys. See if you could keep up with me. Ready to set off. It starts with a bit of a little uphill swing to it. You get a little downhill swing around that second checkpoint, and then it's flat to the finish. Condition today much better than what it's been those last couple days, even though we won. Time trials in 81. Prologue is a factor. It's a mix between the two. That's a 77. So average is about a 79 for the two. We are at a little bit of a deficit, but like I said, we do get that downhill section, so I think we'll make that up. And as we come to the first checkpoint, 7 seconds behind. Lawson Craddock was the leader. Garrett Thomas into the lead. My teammate Kwiatkowski is third. Bilbao is fourth at the finish line. I'm ahead of a lot of those contenders. We'll see where we fit into the second one. That slight deficit, I think, will easily be made up with this downhill section. So I think we're in good shape in terms of what we've spent. It's still Craddock there, but Garrett Thomas at the finish line by a single second over Craddock. 20:52 is the target. Keep an eye on this second checkpoint. So yeah, we're looking. Bernal is a -4 today, so he shouldn't challenge. Sivakov is there. Okay, third, 6 seconds behind. So I gained 1 second, but I'm still right there, just off these guys' pace. Either way, win or lose, I think I'm in really strong shape for keeping or extending my lead. And I actually just got to that point where we have a little bit of excess energy, so we can push harder. And I think we could probably make up 6 seconds. Sivakov 7th, 18 seconds behind at the finish. Approaching the finish line. Attack to the finish, and there it is. 7 seconds. And that's a third stage win. Garrett Thomas is second. Craddock third. Teammate Kwiatkowski fourth. Bilbao, Chris Houghton, Scott Davies. Sivakov takes 8th. Excellent. Excellent. 3 for 3 on our chances in this race. And we now have a 1:20 lead over my teammate Sivakov. Franco drops to third. Davies is fourth. Thomas, Houghton, Yates, Bookman, Gegenhardt. Wish he was on this team. And Ciccone. That is definitely one of those better riders. Well, Thomas as well, but both of those guys would be welcome additions, but we're so stacked even without those two. Doesn't matter. Got the KOM. It's got the points. Got it all. Own every jersey right now. 2 stages to go. Already just about to level up. After what? 2 races? That's all we are into the season, aren't we? Alright, stage 6. Last climb, stage 7, nothing doing. So today, if we can come away with this one, we will claim all 4 jerseys. And the team classification, so all 5. 6 riders, 4-minute lead for the break. This time it actually did show Bernal and Sivakov, not as some sort of co-leader and teammate situation, but both of them as free elements, which makes perfect sense to me because it is quite clear that even with just 3 support riders, I'm easily winning this race. Easily. So, good call by the team management because that has done enough to get us placed with the top 2. Now, gap's down to 3.5. That's not the easiest catch here, but we've got 20k to go, and it's like a 17-kilometer climb. This finishing climb. That's a big one today. I mean, that is a steep incline for 17K. Speaking of, we're already going uphill here. Where are my guys, though? Sivkov. Yeah, you're not the guy I'm talking about. There's Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski, -2 again. That's not a good thing. And Stannard. Need to get up here as well. And it looks like I need to speed up just slightly here. I should have gotten those guys into position a little bit earlier, but Kwiatkowski easily makes it up here, and that's good. And there is Stannard. He's already out of red bar, so never mind Stannard. We will go without him. In fact, you're good. Relax, dude. Relax.
The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed, and so they're off on their first climb.
Gap's coming down. It's down to 245. We're at 11K.
10 kilometers remaining.
Ciccone is attacking. Okay, so it's time. 10K to go. Oh man, we're all on negative conditions today. I think Landis probably needs to... Why is he falling back? What is his problem?
Those guys up front aren't going to be making too many friends today.
I have no idea why Landa, who was protecting me, had slid back. He was at the front just moments ago. Come on, Landa.
Whoa, that's one attack that's going
And now Kwiatkowski pulls away from us. There you go. Back into it, except that's not how I want you to work it. Ease off a little. Let Landa cover the gap. You're not in a Oh, come on. Stop screwing with me here. Ciccone is away here. There you go. Alright. 7K to go.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above.
And we're into the steepest section, so this is where we're going to get a lot of the work done.
And off he goes. He's giving it one last go.
Down to just 2 riders away. Juan at the front. Ciccone. Gonsalves here working next to us. 6K to go. And Kwiatkowski is done. Looks like I'm going to be riding solo a lot longer today.
The riders are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
Need to bring this back together, and we do. Other than Huang, anyway. Hey, I said sit up. Okay, group of 5. Why are you hovering to the right side of the road where you can't see anything? I hate how they do that. Alright, we get an attack from Yates.
Simon Yates goes into the
Follow. Now just 9 riders. 3K to go. Bernal is here. 13 riders. Stop going to the outer edge of the road where you can't frickin' see anything. So annoying. 2.6K to go. Bernal, now that he's the only one here, is going to protect me. Thank you. Okay, gel's going to kick in here soon. Just 12 riders. 2K to go. Don't need to attack early. We've already got the race lead, and by a comfortable margin. 1.7. 0.6. 0.5. We'll wait for the last
The riders are in a portion of
1,300 meters, slowly accelerating here. Okay, here we go.
And there goes the mad burst for the final sprint. Watch out, a team leader is falling behind.
Bookman, Rodriguez with me.
Today the victory goes
But
to
we
Rohan
get it.
Dennis.
The riders
4 for 4 in the race.
sheer willpower. This stage is
We got another 14 seconds. Rodriguez takes second. Bookman third. Yates, Ciccone. Bernal should be closing in. There he is, 8th place. Gegenhardt. No Sivakov. Sivakov lost a lot of time today, so he'll slip from second. That's not on me. I never put him to work. Total domination in this race. Final stage is a sprint stage. I will have to play it out to get my full points, but I will speed right through it. 2:44 gap over Bookman. Yates is 3:03. A bunch of guys kind of right in that wheelhouse. Bernal 9th. Sivakov slips to 11th. But there it is. Points classification. KOM. Under 25s. Team classification by 5 minutes. And of course, the GC is mine as well. 24 points already leveling up before the end of the race. Okay, Puncher will give us a mountain and hills point, though time trial is going to drop by 1. Downhill, stamina and resistance. That's pretty dang good. Sprinter, no thank you. How about Northern Classics is 2 for cobblestones. The Barrow Tour. Why is that one not hurting me on time trial but helping me everywhere else? Stage races. Okay, so stage races will give me 2 mountain points, a hills point. I'm not losing anything on time trial. I'm gaining 2 downhill points, still getting the stamina and resistance. I think we've got ourselves a winner. A climber will do the same. Climber will do more. Okay, climber gets a bonus point. Resistance. Wow. So at 85 mountain, 82 hills, 74 on the downhill, +1 to stamina, and +2 to resistance. Hell yeah. And a skill point. Category finished. We'll send the next 2 points over here, and then we'll get into Discovery, finally. And we were already crazy good with proper team support. We just got stronger. There is now no reason for us not to go out and utterly dominate almost all of the races this year. Well, okay, not all races, but anything with climbs. We should be dominating climbs this year. No doubt about it. I'll have you speed through with me as we wrap this race up. It's already loaded. It's short, 125k.
It's going to be a monotonous day when it comes to the terrain.
Bunch of free elements, which makes sense. Okay, right to the front. And we'll just set that up. Pound away at ×8 speed and make sure it'll actually stay away. 6 riders have gotten away. Standard's going to work to keep them in check. 3 minutes is their gap already. Race day condition, -1, which, every stage but one in this race I've had a negative race day condition. But a lot of riders have, so I'm assuming it's the weather that is kind of triggering that. And if that's the case, that means everybody else is suffering the same. But a little support goes a long way. Now, this isn't a World Tour race, but there's a lot of top riders here that we are going head-to-head with. But their teams aren't showing up necessarily with their best riders. But again, unlike the last couple seasons, my first 2 seasons in World Tour, I have support riders. And we're seeing how massive that difference is for us, and how easily I'm just riding away from everyone by sitting in the wheel of my teammates and letting my teammates do the work and punish everybody else and tire them out, and then I just ride away with energy, to spare, or at least that energy to make that attack at the very least. We really did this one with 2 support climbers. That was it. This whole race, because we had Stannard, we had Landa, and we had Kwiatkowski. So that's all it took for me, was 2 good climbers in support. 7K to go until we reach the end of the race. Oh, big crash there. Luckily I didn't get caught up in that.
Only 5 kilometers left.
Kwiatkowski, you are here. Good. I'm going to follow you. Last little hill. Where am I? I am following him, right? Barely not. 2K to go. 1.6. Alright, we're close enough to follow that. And now we sprint ourselves. I will not even get ahead of my teammate, which makes sense. Fabio Jakobsen takes the stage win. Pidcock, Sagan only 3rd this time. Palucci, there's Kwiatkowski in 5th. Ciccone, Case Bull, I take 8th on the stage ahead of Egan Bernal and Wout van Aert. Alright, race is run, and that concludes 5 for 5 on the jerseys, and 4 for 4 on stage victories, plus the GC equals 5 race victories over the period of a week. Points come out to 78 more points. Oh man, that ended up being a whole level. 1 week worth of racing, and we just picked up an entire level. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. So how are we looking now? 650. This was not World Tour. We still only had the 1 race, which we won, but that was only 2 stage victories. Here we are, Super Prestige, 645, almost doubling everybody else at this point in the season. It's a massive early lead. I'm Decathlon Gamer, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, be safe out there, and bye for now.